Hey, good morning, guys. How's it going? Hope everybody had a good weekend. Hope everybody had a good Mother's Day. Spent great time with the family. But now we are back for another morning opening. Um, so we got another crazy earnings week, right, guys? And let me know what stocks you guys are excited for this week. Let me change screens for you guys so you guys can look at what I'm looking at. But like always, my name is Jose Najarro, stock market investor. I stream here Mondays through Fridays. I want to say 9 to 10 o'clock in the morning. And I also stream at night, so feel free to follow. Today, what I want to do, I want to start off by taking a look at some earnings we have this week. I know Trade Desk, right? I think Trade Desk, I was just looking at what's going on, Kim. How's it going? I was seeing Trade Desk on Twitter, and I'm pretty sure it's down. Yeah, it's down 12% pre-market. I think this might scare off some other stocks. I don't know if Apps or PubM have reported earnings already, or Magnite. But with Trade Desk down a bit, it might affect those other companies as well. It's down 12%. This is insane, right? So it's at 580. That's actually the lowest it's been in the past 6 months. Year to date, now if we take a look in the past year, when did we hit 580? So 580 was somewhere around October. I mean, it's crazy, right? You still not too far. What's going on in judo? But Trade Desk seems to be the first victim of the day. What else do we have? So today we have Trade Desk. I don't follow Workhorse. I don't know if any of you guys follow Workhorse, but that one reported today as well. One that did report today, and I guess it's just not popular enough. I was just taking a look at their earnings, and it was Sorens. They just reported earnings, and this one's just such a quiet stock, in my opinion, that I don't really know what it's gonna do until the market opens. What's going on, Lenore? But they did report earnings, and it was a huge beat, and they gave a nice guidance for next quarter compared to the full year, compared to what analysts expected. So Sorens, I was surprised. I don't think the stock is gonna move too much, right? What else do we have? Today we have some. It's a pretty cool Monday after hours. Normally Mondays are pretty quiet, but we have Galactic Space, right? We have Roblox. Roblox, I'm kind of excited to take a look at. We have Vuzix, right? The artificial reality, augmented reality glasses, 3D Systems, a nice 3D printing company, Affirm, and Magnite, right? Again, I think because of Trade Desk, Magnite might take a bit of a hit, right? Then Tuesday, I think is going to be super fun. We got Palantir. I don't follow it, but I know a lot of people do. We have Unity, Lemonade, Upstart, Open Door, EA Games, Fubo TV. All these are super popular. And it's kind of crazy, right? I am kind of, I wouldn't say worried, right? Because as a long-term investor, I'm really not worried. But I do expect what might happen is earnings are going to be strong for some of these growth stocks, and still we might see a downturn, right? It's pretty much what we've been seeing this past few weeks. What else do we have? Wednesday we have Tattoo Chef. It's the only one I really care about. Wednesday normally seems to be good, but this Wednesday is going to be pretty slow. Thursday, I know a lot of you guys are in Baba. So are you guys waiting for any earnings this week? Let me know in the comments, guys. Xpeng, I know that's that Air. I'm pretty sure that's the Air Uber style company. Celsius is also on Thursday, so that's also pretty cool. DoorDash, we got Airbnb and Disney, and then Friday is gonna be pretty boring in my opinion, right? So hopefully there's some stuff we can take a look at on Friday. What else did I have to show today? So today I also, let's see some of the biggest moves. Nothing interesting moving right now. I mean, personally for me, I don't see anything really moving today. Intel, there were some talks about their they recently sold their solid state hard drive business to Hynix, whatever, in South Korea. And right now UK competition regulators have been looking into that proposed acquisition. Fizz, yes, Palantir, you and TTCF. Nice, yeah. I think Palantir is the only one I'm not too invested in, just because I'm not invested in it. Mr. Bear, but it seems a lot of you guys. Oh, Mogul. Does Mogul report to this week, Lenore? I didn't see it here. I guess it's just not popular enough, or did I just overlook it? Mogul's a pretty interesting one for sure. What's going on, Mr. Bear? How's it going? But yeah, guys, while you're here, make sure to hit that thumbs up. It helps so much with the YouTube algorithm. Next, I wanted to take a look at what ARK purchased this week. Some of the major buys they did. First, I just want to do the first thing is they sold the big positions in a lot of stocks this week. They sold the big positions in Baidu. They've been selling Roku. They sold a nice position there. Actually, let's take a look at more shares that they added. They've been actually adding Stone. What's going on, Pilot Poncho? They reopened this position, so this was a new position for them. They opened about 100%. They actually sold Fastly. I did not look at that. I did not see that. But they sold a huge, almost all of their Fastly shares they sold out of. Okta, they've been purchasing Okta. Okta, I think I like a lot. They've been obviously purchasing Skills. That's one they've been going hard on. Bill.com Holdings, never heard of them. CrowdStrike. Oh, wow, they actually closed out of CrowdStrike. I mean, I don't know if you guys saw over the weekend, there was some cyber attack or something going on. And I actually worked on a cybersecurity video, even though not all of them are in true cybersecurity. They are hitting it to some extent. But they are doing pretty good there. So, Pilot Poncho, which one are you holding? If I may ask. And Lenore, Mogul is on the 13th. Mogul, yes. Is this, yeah, Mogul, I mean, unfortunately, right? Liquor, this one's a stock that it's just been kind of following a bit of cryptocurrencies. But overall, it's a nice small market cap company. It could be a nice speculative play. Jibiki, morning Jose. Shouldn't an investor have lumber stocks as part of a portfolio? Also, is Simply Wall Street that you use? So I don't know about lumber. Investors have lumber. Shouldn't I don't know if investors should have lumber stocks, right? It's like saying investors should have X amount of stock. I think every investor, Jabiki, just enjoys all types of, should have any type of stocks that they own, that they want to own. I know right now lumber is just soaring at crazy prices. We're seeing like the increase of lumber has increased almost 100, I think 300% since same time last year. And houses are increasing because of that reason. Unfortunately, like one doesn't know how long that lumber deal is gonna last. But I can see why some investors might want to have a short-term position in lumber stocks. I don't think I'm gonna jump into the lumber wagon, if I may say so. And yes, Simply Wall Street is the service I use. It is not a free service. That one I use. If they do have a free service, GPK, if you want to take a look at like 10 stocks, I have like the unlimited service from there. And it's not the only service I use. That's the only service I use here when I'm streaming. So I don't want people to think, right, that's the only thing I use. Right, taking a read at 10Q reports, read 10K reports, read earnings calls, read press release. Take a look at a lot of different things. But for a quick, very quick overview, Simply Wall Street is definitely it. I also use Lazy FA. That's another one. Raj, hi Jose, have you seen the stock Pexip? I have not. Raj, what does it do? If I may ask, I don't think I've heard of it, but I feel like someone might have recommended or talked about it in a recent stream. Pilot Pancho, it's amazing how 2020 growth stocks were the only game in town. So much tailwind. Now there's so much headwind for tech growth stocks. Inflation, interest rates rising, reopening plays, cyclical plays. It's very true, right, Pilot? It's crazy how the overall, I want to say, the overall not title. What is the word I want to say? Just the overall consensus of tech stocks, right? Yeah, last year they were the big things, and now everybody is just bashing them because of things that we probably could have seen in the past, right? But it's just, I want to say, it's just how the market moves. There's always a bull market somewhere, and there's always a bear market somewhere. I'm not saying we're seeing either or, but there's always great plays out there in the market. Oh, Pilot Poncho SCS. That one, I don't think that one's reporting earnings anytime soon, but that's one of my favorite. Oh, nice. Fizz, thanks. If anyone follows SE or wants to learn more, I posted I, being Risk Fizz, posted a really great research paper in the Discord. Thanks for sharing that, Fizz. Appreciate it. Pancho, we're the Criterians, right? We're the people that were screaming airline stocks a year ago. I don't know. Are those people still wrong? They're probably not. Are they? I just want to see. Are they still wrong? No. I don't know. um, Buying time now. Next month or year, it will come back into focus, and we will be agreed. Pilot Poncho, right? It could take more than a month. I hope it wouldn't take a year. But at the end of the day, right? Just investing in great stocks that you want to buy, in companies that you want to enjoy, that you see, right? That you see growth in. I think will be rewarded over time. And it's a great. I want to say, like, you don't have to, like, not all tech stocks, right, are growth stocks. I don't think it's bad to have. I don't think it's bad to have like tech stocks that are already producing some great earnings, that are been positive in cash flow, that pay some dividends, right? Those are still growing, right? We've seen some what I call value growth. For example, right, Microsoft. Some people might like Apple. I don't, but I know some people do. Google, Facebook, like, they're all growing at some decent levels and providing some type of um, already earnings and positive earnings, and still giving growth. What's going on, Electric Soldiers? What's going on, Ahmed? Pilot Poncho, people forget and think value is the only one to benefit. And Pilot, I think that's the thing, right? Every single month it's something different, right? If you want to see, like, in I want to say in early summer, when growth stocks kind of fizzled down already. I think it was already last summer when they've been pretty flatline. Everybody was jumping into EV stocks. Then it was SPAC stocks. Then it was, I forget what the other thing was. Now it seems to be moving into value stocks, right? It's always every other month is a different one. And I think that's what we're gonna continue. And we always forget that, hey, maybe we should also look at the ones we liked before. Um, Very true, Pilot, right? And I feel like that's the point I wanted to make, right? I feel like some people believe that if you just invest in tech stocks, you're only investing in growth. There are value in growth. They're just pure growth or just pure speculative. There's also just pure value stocks as well. Some companies, like you mentioned, are both, like most of FANGs. I think pretty much all of FANGs, right? Raj, about PEXEEP. PEXEEP simplifies video communication across borders, businesses, and platforms, enabling everyone to be seen, heard, and included. From that explanation, Raj, what's the difference between PEXEEP and something like Zoom, if I may ask? Right? I mean, I'm pretty sure there's something behind it. Just when you explain it to me right now, it sounded very similar to Zoom. So it's like, why buy anything else opposed to Zoom? But now you got me a bit excited about it. Pilot, yeah. I mean, I look at ARK, right? I look at them, I watch them. I don't do anything because of them, right? It's just an interesting thing. It's like one of those things you watch just to watch, but they really have no say on what you do. That's pretty much ARK for me, right? I just watch. The only time I really do listen to them is when they give us some form of presentations, or when some of their analyst talks, because I just want to learn from them. But from their purchases and sales, it really affects me no way whatsoever. I'm still holding on to Fastly. Not thinking of selling anything at the moment. Jeffrey, yeah, I think that's what I might do a video on later today. Just do a quick video on TTD. Right, we see that we took a look at that. The stock is down 12%. Let's take a quick look at. Let's see, maybe their earnings. See. So Trade Desk reported quarter one beat with upside of quarter two guidance, but guidance came with a clarification. We have not provided an outlook on GAAP net income, blah blah blah, because net income is available without. Okay. There is a split. Trade Desk also announces a 10-for-1 stock split, with shares to start trading on split adjusted on base June 17th. The split, Trade Desk first begins going public and applies to stockholders of record as of June 9th. All right. This is actually the first stock split from a big company that is not being taken well. But they were up a strong revenue, right? 37%. Earnings per share were up above consensus. I'm guessing their revenue was even higher than what the overall consensus was. So I can't see what's really happening with the stock. I think it's just that that they're not providing GAAP net income. So that's really scaring off some of the big players, right? Ouch. Are you big, Jeffrey, in Trade Desk? I mean, that's the thing, right? And it seems to always be like, right, buy the hype. It's like people buy the hype and sell the news. For long-term investments, right? Trade Desk for long-term investments. I can't really, just from that quick read, maybe that might be something else, but as a long-term investor, if you liked it even back then, the stock is still one to follow, right? I wouldn't sell it off because of the price split, because of them giving clarification on next guidance. Like, that wouldn't be a reason for me to sell. Obviously, if right, you been buying since 800. So Jeffrey, you're a bit down, right? It's definitely going to be hurting you quite while. But right now, what has changed for you, Jeffrey, for the stock outside of the stock price? Is it the overall? And what was your intentions, right, Jeffrey, when buying? Was it a long-term investments? And if all that has changed has been the stock price, that for me personally, that doesn't freak me out at all, right? I mean, a lot of us have been getting hit hard, so I think it's more of understanding, Jeffrey, why was your reasoning for purchasing that stock? Unity has, oh nice, OSTOP down below 90 again. They report earnings tomorrow. I just don't know, right? I mean, we can see, right, Trade Desk, it seemed like it had great earnings and it's taking a 13% beat. We're going to see Unity. I mean, I just can't imagine how this stock is going to react. I'm prepared for the worst. I'm hoping for the best for Unity tomorrow. But regardless, either way that it goes, Unity for me is a long-term hold. Even how the price moves, I don't think it would affect me one bit at all. Ostap, have you been purchasing Unity recently, or are you in Unity? Right. So, Pilot, what are you gonna do with Fastly, if I may ask? And guys, while you're here, make sure to hit the thumbs up. And feel free to share any stocks you guys want to take a look at right now. Now that Trade Desk is down, right? What are some of the other applications we had? What else do we have? We have apps. Did they report earnings already? That one's down 2.5%. I'm guessing it's because of Trade Desk. We have PubM, I think it's called. Did they report earnings too? That one's down 3.6%. Again, I do believe it's because of Trade Desk. They're all kind of hitting the similar market. We have Magnite as well. That one is already down pre-market 5.4%. And that's that they report earnings later today. They report earnings after close. So this whole market is definitely bleeding right now. I might have to take a look at that Trade Desk earnings. Kim Jr., thumbs up. Thanks. Biz, what is the lesson you learned if Unity drops 10%? Oh, stop. I did buy 20 shares on Friday at 89. Oh, nice. That's really so if I may ask, yeah, what is the lesson you guys have learned? Maybe I missed the lesson and would love to learn from you guys. Hi, you spoke well. I'll do more research and decide myself, not follow ARK. I like their products and see that need for them. Yeah, right. And I think that's the great thing. Like, I do videos on ARK, right, on what they buy just because they're popular. But I don't buy what ARK buys, and I don't think because ARK is buying is a bullish sign. At the same reason, I don't think because ARK is selling is a bearish sign, right? They are an active investor. They are an active investor, right? So that's something they do normally. So again, you have to make sure if you don't follow them because of they sell out, you shouldn't follow them because they're buying in either. It's not great to just look at one aspect. But I do believe ARK shares a lot of great information. Pilot to or I think who it was, but they do share a lot of great information to just help retail investors of different markets, and I think that's a great thing that they do. That's one of the things I follow them for, right? The wealth and knowledge that they share. Oh, stop! I think that's the only lesson, the only lesson, right? Lesson: buy and hold good companies. Hi, Jose. I also bought Shanaz at 800. Please do a video on it. Okay, Shanaz. But remember, right, guys, if you bought at those highs, one thing is like, what has changed from the business? Has it just been a business change, or is it just a stock price change? And does that really affect on the long term of things? Liquor. PaySafe reports. Is that tomorrow? Oh, nice. Is this gonna be Liquor their first earnings as a public company? I believe, right? That I think it is, right? Since the merger, that's gonna be their first earnings for PaySafe. What's going on, Duck? Kim Jr. We wanted to buy Unity, but we didn't know if we needed to wait. Kim. But I thought you guys were gonna do half and half. So Fizz, I think that's a great point, right? So you think you say that what you learned from it is, I think, patience. Don't get fear of missing out. That you may miss out on certain prices. Better to get the full picture because you already had a position. So I think patience is important, especially if you have a big position already, right? But maybe let's say you didn't have a big position. I don't think let's say you didn't have a big position and want to increase exposure, even with the stock price drop, I don't think like dollar cost averaging and doing small positions over time hurts. I guess it might depend in where you are if you have to pay fees for it. But I do think adding bit over time when things might seem overextended is still better than not having the company at all. Pilot Poncho, I actually don't know. It seems like their earnings on Trade Desk, earnings were pretty solid. They were strong growth. Their guidance wasn't that bad. It still looked like it was a growth. But I had to take a quick look at those earnings, Pilot. I'll probably do a video for later today, probably before noon. Doug, what's going on, Doug? Liquor, yep, I think so. Well, too late. Kim, well, that's good, right? And that's the great thing. Sometimes we make mistakes, right, Kim? And we learn from them, as long as we don't forget these mistakes. Biz, and now I feel that everybody, man, Bagdike's down 7%. How bad is TTT now? 14%. This is, I mean, again, even if this was let's say I had Trade Desk. I don't think I have Trade Desk. Sometimes I don't. I definitely don't. Even with the drop this big, if nothing else has happened outside of stock price movement, it's still just the overall correction. Long terms, I'm fine. And remember, it's always good to find out what's your position size. Like, don't ever overexpose your position. Or personally, I do. Never overexpose yourself in one position. So I think everybody has a different style. Like, what is overexposure for you might not be overexposure for me. And Fizz, yeah, I do. I actually wanted to buy. I don't know. I don't think I bought Unity this weekend or this past Friday. I know I posted on Discord. But Unity is one I'm waiting for sure. So Shanash, you're putting 70% of one's funds in Google, Amazon, Microsoft for long term is safe. Shanash, so that's crazy, right? So you're asking, is government regulation gonna affect these companies? Unfortunately, one doesn't know, right? That's something that we don't know how government regulations can really affect their growth. But and again, 70% in one's funds in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 companies. That personally to me is pretty big. I don't think I can do that. But again, it all depends on your investment style, Shanaz. If you have those 5 companies and 70%, and think about it, if those stock prices drop like crazy, how worried would you be investing, putting 70% in those 5 companies? There might be some people that wouldn't mind it. I enjoy, right, in the long term of things, all those companies that you mentioned, I enjoy a lot. And I think in the long term of things, they will provide great returns. But that doesn't mean they're not going to be volatile, right? Nvidia, Google, they can all take, Facebook, they can all take massive hits in the next, even Microsoft, right? And Amazon, they can all take massive hits. So it's more of how much you're willing to invest. Make sure you invest in what you feel, what your risk tolerance allows you to. Pilot, nice. You don't have, so you got saved out as you change platforms. So you're gonna enter some more. Doug, I watch SNL. I saw Musk. I saw his monologue and I saw a few skits. I saw the astronaut. I forgot. Chad, was it Chad the astronaut? And I also saw the Waluigi one. I actually did enjoy the astronaut one. I thought that was pretty funny. And I usually don't watch SNL. I think the only reason I watched it was for Musk. Um, and it's just so funny, right? You could just tell that Musk is such an engineer. Whew, this is that your fun? That's insane. Um, Jim, hold on. Let's see. I missed some. I think enjoying Jim. Yeah, IPOE finally heading the right way. I saw IPOE was up a nice amount. I think even after pre-market, it's up a nice amount, 4%, right? But it's crazy, right? You might think, wow, man, this is up so big. But then if you take a look at it in the scheme of things, it has barely moved, right? So I think perspective is always great. I feel like someone out there is looking at the stock and they saw it at $15 and now they're seeing it here and they're like, man, I missed out. But then when you look at it, because they're looking at probably like this, right? It's always good to look at perspective. When you look at this, it still hasn't moved. Um, so Patrick, look at into CLNE, leader into the renewable natural gas, I'm guessing fueling stations with recent drop. It seems like a good value. Patrick, we can take a look at CLNE in a quick bit as well, and PEXIP. Energy just at the moment, it's not a market I follow. I think for me, there's so many more markets that maybe others might not find interesting, but I do. Biz, there's a fund that has something like 85% in C and 15% in Nelly. Let me know, guys, would you enjoy having that type of portfolio? And while you guys are here, make sure to hit that thumbs up. It helps so much with the algorithm. But that's 85% in C. C is definitely one I enjoy like crazy. I don't know if you guys took a watch at this weekend's video. Melly. I think Melly has done some crazy returns. Melly is one I really like a lot. Unfortunately, I don't think it would ever be a tier 1 stock. Definitely a tier 2 stock for sure. But Melly, the amount of growth all over Latin America is insane. They saw like triple-digit growth in their main markets, Mexico, Argentina, and Brazil. Oh, nice. Okay, Raj. So Paxip go for security and privacy. Whether you choose self-hosted software or as a service, customers are like NASA, Department of Defense, and like 50% of USA telehealth are using Paxip. Not like Zoom, more security. Oh, Raj, that's actually pretty impressive. We'll take a quick look at that one. Mr. Bear, Workhorse only delivered 6 trucks this quarter. That's insane. Right? I mean, Workhorse, I know a lot of people are in it, but any companies that's not producing anything right now, I automatically becomes a speculative play, right? 6 trucks, that's insane. Man, I can probably make more trucks. Just kidding. Daniel, what's going on? How's it going? Good morning, good morning. And guys, let me know what earnings. Now we have some people on live chat. Let me know what earnings are you guys super excited to see on today. Yeah, Jim, I saw they finally announced the merger. Jim, I actually did a video on SoFi Saturday. I enjoy SoFi a lot. I don't have it in my portfolio, but it's probably one of the coolest, one of the nicest fintechs I've seen. The type of growth that they're seeing, and I saw they finally announced the merger. It should be about, I think, June 1st or June 7th. I forget. It was one of those days. That that they are gonna be finally trading as SoFi. So it's definitely pretty, and they are their guidance for this year, for this quarter, is pretty impressive too. Oh, is Curiosity Stream? I didn't know that, Duck. I don't even see. I guess they missed some that aren't here. I didn't know Coinbase is also reporting today. This week. Duck, what day are they reporting? And Curiosity Stream, okay. Baba this week, yeah. So I didn't see Curiosity Stream either. That one's also gonna be pretty interesting. Palantir, Jim Allen, biting my nails to the bone, waiting for earnings. But remember, guys, earnings are gonna be a bit volatile, right? But if there's no dramatic change to the company, if there's no dramatic change to the company, then it's remember, get those emotions in control. Tomorrow, both Coin and Curry Duck are tomorrow, or just Coin. That's actually pretty crazy. I'm surprised it's not here. Pilot, all right, market open. I'll take a quick look at my portfolio in a bit, see what we have up. What else do we have? Patrick, what's going on? This week, I'm really invested in Tattoo Chef for sure. I want to hear more about that acquisition, about some future plans. Palantir a lot. Also Javo. I don't think, have I looked at Javo? Very red, Pilot. You guys are, let's see, Trading Desk. Trading View. Let's take a look at. Yeah, I actually have like no green at all right now. So I don't know. I think you guys enjoy me doing this, right? Looking at my portfolio. What do you think about Beyond Now? Not sure. I don't think I've heard of Beyond Now. The Kunz brothers. That Beyond Meat? Tyrion Coin is Thursday, according to Investors Relation. Thanks, Duck. Appreciate that. That means a lot. We have some big players down. We have Magnite down. We have PTT down. C is down to 231. Twilio is still down. Twilio's nice, though. Redfin is down. DraftKings, it's just Unity is down to $87. Rizfist, Lucky Charms, quick. I don't know. I don't think I can. I don't think I can have Lucky Charms every day. We actually did have a green day on on Friday, the day I did have them. Yeah, sorry, Kunz brothers. Let's see. Beyond Me, I said buy now. Let's take a quick look. All right. Did you look at printing on demand desktop metal? I've looked at printing on demand. I've looked at it in Space Safe. I forget what it was called. Spaceways. That was I've looked at 3D. I'm pretty sure. Stop. I've done videos on them. Like always, if you guys ever want to see some of my stocks, like I cover a lot, and I mean a lot of stocks, a lot. Oops, I don't want to go to that things. Just go to my channel and just put just go to search and just put either DDD. So yeah, I actually stop. I haven't looked at their earnings, but I did a video on them a week ago, about a week ago. So yeah. Okay, Jose, I ordered a Peloton bike last night. No way, Fizz. You actually, let me know how that goes. Did they give you a time on when it should be delivered? Mr. Bear, you're gonna sculpt FUBO if earnings are good. FUBO, I think a lot of people are really into it. I feel like things are kind of pulling back up. But I don't want to jinx it. All right, so let's take a look at some stocks. So first we had, what was the first stock we had? I forgot. It was by Reg Pexip. So let's take a look at Simply Wall Street. Let's do a few stocks right now. So Pexip Holdings, is this one it? Let's see. So Pexip Holding SA, a technology company that delivers a video first meeting platform. All right, if we take a look, this company has what is KR? So what is the market cap? KR to USD. All right, so it was 8.5 billion. What was it? 8.5 billion dollars, right? So this is about a $1 billion company market cap here in the United States. If we take a look at future growth, this company is expected to grow 25.8% on average. So this is a hyper growth stock, right? Raj growing at crazy levels. The company, unfortunately, is not profitable right now, and they are positive in cash flow from operations. Analysts expect it to go down, but there's not too many analysts following it, so I don't know how true that is. But their cash flow right now is positive, so that's at least looking good. If we take a look at their balance sheet is also pretty strong, right? They have almost no debt to their name and a big cash position. If we take a look at ownership, right? Ownership, individual insiders own 22%, institutions. So I'm liking this heavy individual insiders. So overall, fundamentally, right? Who was it? Raj. Fundamentally, it looks pretty great, right? Fundamentally, I don't know too much about the product, but let's take a look at the actual stock price. I want to see how it's doing. I mean, it's definitely pulled back a nice amount from its all-time highs. Let's see, but it's right now it seems to be sitting at some form of support level. If any of you guys do some form of technicals, right, that might be something worth looking at. And now let's take a look at their actual website. So PEXIP Investors Relations. And guys, remember, I might have missed some of your stocks you guys want to take a look at, so feel free to post on them. So PEXIP, meet the world with video communication. I don't know why, I really like the way they did this. They saw 50% year-over-year growth in annual reoccurring revenue. That's pretty strong. They launched and commercial success of PEXIP Help. I'm guessing that's their video conferencing for the health departments or for health stuff. Recognition from Frost and Sylvan announced NVIDIA collaboration. What is this? Now you have me a bit interesting, PEXIP, with this announced NVIDIA collaboration. That's something I might have to take a look at later on. This is pretty strong, right? Compounded annual growth rate on their annual reoccurring revenue growth is insane. Again, I just can't see. I have to take a look at why would people prefer this. Expanding access to Microsoft Teams and Google Meet. So I'm guessing if you're using Microsoft Teams, are you working? Or is this the background of it? I have to take a look at it, right? Is Skype, is Microsoft Teams, is Google Meet? Is this the background they're using for these for their video communication platforms? Targeting large organizations like DHA, a lot of government systems, Spotify, NASA. They have some great customers, right? Revenue growth, let's see, long-term profitability. Their plan is to be 2025 EBITDA of 25% with 25% revenue growth, right? I don't like seeing this type of future growth. Fizz, how bad is Unity right now? I don't even want to look. Unity, I don't even want to. I didn't even know if I made that noise loud. I'm sorry, guys, if that noise went through your headphones. Aaron, have you ever looked at Spotify? Yeah, Spotify is just one of my favorites. I mean, the overall paid membership subscriber growth that they're seeing is intense. I feel too many people worry about the monthly active user side of them. I think that's the wrong metric to look at in Spotify. Only 4 times 2020 forecasted revenue. Nice, is 4x. Double growth compared to last year's 30% versus 15%, and I believe it's just getting going. I do think, Aaron, they are one of my favorite voice. I think voice is still a huge platform. So definitely something. I enjoy Spotify, right? It was a tier 1 stock for me last year. It's a tier 2 stock for me this year. And one I wouldn't mind adding on to over time. So yeah, I mean, I think we should all just stop looking at our stocks portfolio today. Spot does, Fizz, I do agree. I mean, right, some people going back to the office, all the listens they're gonna be doing on their drive, on their commute. I think Spotify is both great for reopening and closing. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's like people would listen to podcast on while working from home. Those same people are gonna be listening to the same podcast on the drive for commute. If your stock loses 50% and you double your position, the last deposit will gain 100% to get back to the first purchase price. I do believe, right? I mean, it's weird to see that, but dollar cost averaging or buying, right? I feel like some people say it's bad to buy a falling knife or bad to buy bleeding companies. I think there's a difference between bleeding companies and companies that are just losing valuations because just valuation change or overall sector movements. It's different if you don't buy a company because you're not adding on to a company that is losing subscribers, that's losing revenue. That's a whole different company. I don't personally buy companies that are going down because they deserve to go down. But companies that are just going down because of just valuation, that's a whole different story. But at the same time, guys, I don't know if you guys have watched this episode. Again, go to my channel. Let's see, go to your channel. There is a video buying. I think it was buy the dip. No. When? Hold on. Let me. I have to take a look at it. There's this great video I did. But it's probably been a while. Let's see. Man, I do. So this video I posted about a month ago, guys, and it's 4 ways, or the other way is 4 ways to buy the dips. I think anybody who has watched, who's just worried about when they should buy, this might be a great video for you guys to watch. 4 ways to buy the dip. It's just ways to be careful, right? Don't always throw all your money in at once. Think of a plan. Don't overexpose yourself in one position at the same time. Ways to really just control risk tolerance during times like this, right? So I feel like we might get a bit worried when things go down, and we might do a lot of emotional investing and just buy stocks because they are red. But always have a plan when you buy. Patrick, you're not looking at your portfolio the whole. Patrick, I thought you weren't looking. Now you're looking. You said you weren't looking. Now you're looking at Huya. Timing the bottom is impossible. Just keep buying little bits until it turns. Agree. And I forgot who it was. I think it was Pilot that asked the question, like, if I had big cash position, how would I buy over time? And how I actually, Pilot, I think, was it you, Pilot, that asked that question Friday? It was, if I had a big cash position, how would I have answered? If SE gets down to 200, maybe I'll have 85. Yeah. Oh, so Pilot, that I kind of was thinking at the moment and forgot my actual plan. So Pilot Pancho, one thing I do is, let's say I do have a lot of cash position and stock price drops. One thing I do is I have a plan, right? So every time maybe the stocks drop about 3, 4, 5%, doesn't matter, whatever, you pick a percent. I put a little bit of that money to work. So every 3% drop, I grab some of that money, put it to work. If it drops 3% more, put some more of that money to work. 3% more, put some more of that money to work. Because we don't, like someone mentioned, like you mentioned, right? We can't time the bottom. So just buying little bit by little bit after like a set rule that you have is one that I follow. And it's one that I did during the COVID situation. Every time every time the stock dropped like 4 or 5%, I would put my money to work. I would put my money to work. And if there wasn't a 3 to 4% decrease, what I would do is I would just add on a weekly basis. So weekly basis addition is something I do. And if stock markets do drop, I use a small portion every time it drops that amount. Patrick, you just looked out of Yahoo Finance. Quickly, just sneak peek. Ben, I think that's the best way, right, Ben? And that's a great thing, I think, to help with emotions, right? I don't know everybody's financials, but me, I can't put big investments every single week. Every week, I put a few $100s. And this helps me buy sometimes at the high, sometimes at the low. And overall, it gives me with that dollar cost averaging. Hmm. And Judo Cat is saving your year to date. I would have never guessed that. I bought back in the low and slowly over the past 2 weeks, buying most stocks every time my stocks drop. Oh, nice, Pilot. See, so that's how I would do it, right? If your stocks drop 10%, you put a good portion. That's a great move. I do think. Now you're 50% back in. So see, so you still have 50% cash available. Aaron, yeah, 10 to 1 stock split. I saw. I don't see why that's bad news. I don't think why a stock split would really affect the company's stock price. And it's so weird watching me while watching me. Um, I think the main reason was the overall correction that they gave for, or the announcement they gave for their future earnings. Neo is 29 now. I mean, Doug, do you just want to see me cry right now, Doug? Is that what you want to do? And guys, make sure to hit that thumbs up. By the way, it's the only way you guys can make the stock market green today, by hitting that thumbs up. Not actually, I don't know if that will help, but who knows? It might. Hitting that thumbs up will help save the stock market. So any other stocks? I know some. I think some people want to talk about some more stocks. Feel free. I mean, but if not, let me know what you guys are planning on buying. What are you guys planning on buying for real? Is there anybody buying anything right now? Are you guys waiting? Pilot Poncho, 7 people did it at the same time. What? They all like that? I'm telling you now, the stock market is going to go green. Let's hope. Let's hope. Or let's see a pullback. Let's see a nice pullback, right? Oh man. Let's all hope for good luck. Everybody needs to just Lucky Charms, Kim Jr. Yes. Yes. I don't know. I would have to eat like the whole box. Kim, today, if I really want to save the day today, I have to probably eat the whole box of Lucky Charms, and I'm not about that life. Sorrent's nice. How's Sorrent's doing? They had great earnings. They really did. I looked at their earnings this morning. They reported Pilot. Even with the chip shortage, they still did present strong growth, and they expect some nice growth for next quarter. So I really got excited about Sorrent's. Unfortunately, right, we're seeing this today is just insane. It's just insane. Oh, he like 4 boxes. That's insane, Kim. You have to. You guys have to have some too. LRCX. All right, Jabiki. Let's take a look at that one. Pilot Poncho. You bought some TTD, some Teladoc, some Unity, some Sarans. Riz, AGC. I always forget which one's AGC's. Fizz. It sounds familiar. You got some C. Nice. Or are those the ones you're watching? Pilot Poncho. Yes, buying lots today. Nice. And Judo bought Baba. Baba has been pretty. I've been getting a lot of people talking about Baba. It seems like it's been a sleeper. Huya and Judo, yeah, Huya's taking a hit. I heard from Patrick. I think he already broke my heart once. Biz grab. Thumbs up so Jose doesn't cry. Oh stop! I'm holding back the tears. I'm trying to look at the time. Is it 10 o'clock yet so I can go cry? Oh, AGC equals grab. Okay, thank you. All right, so let's see. What were we gonna look at? We were gonna look at something. I forgot what I was gonna look at. Oh, Jabiki wanted to take a look at LRCX. LRCX. This is Lam Research, a semiconductor, right? They produce the equipment. This one they do produce, right? I believe they produce and services. Yes, they produce the semiconductor processing equipment used in fabrication of integrated circuits worldwide. Oh, Jabiki, overall, the market Lam Research is hitting, I think it's amazing. I really do. This is something that as they continue to innovate, obviously all these semiconductor companies are going to come to them and get the new products as they make better yields or make better returns and stuff like that. If we take a look at future growth, this company is expected to grow 9.8%. It was almost a $100 billion company, but still growing at close to 10%. This is what I would consider a growth value play, right, GPK? They have strong positive earnings historically, and they're strong positive in cash flow from operations. Financially, let's take a quick look. They are a one-to-one leverage, right? Not leverage, they're one-to-one on cash and short-term to debt. Even if they were leveraged, I wouldn't really care because they are profitable, because they are positive. So their balance sheet looks great. They have a nice amount of inventory as well. If we had this inventory to some of their cash and short-term investments, they actually have more quick short-term assets than debt. So that's a great thing. Next, I want to take a quick look at their overall ownership. I think it's mainly institutions that own it. I don't think there's any individual. Yeah, it's mainly institutions that own this. But Jibiki, this is a stock that I'm pretty sure has done great returns. So many might say, I was going to put Jibiki stock, Lamb Research, Lamb stock. Let's see. Right, it's in year to date, in the past year, it has gone up a nice amount. Right, so it's definitely gone up like crazy, and it's only down 8.7%. Stuff like this, right? I understand why the market has really driven it up, but is it really deserved of this type of growth, right? Maybe it does, but things like this might make it seem like it's a bit overextended. Let's actually take a look at it here. LRCX, Lamb Research. So first thing, right, it is, if I'm taking a look at 3-day, it's not overextended from the short-term moving averages, but it is overextended from this price from here, right? So what I normally would do, Jibiki, in something like this, if I want to enter, this is like, if it's above here, if it's above the green, it's a super small position, medium position, big position. That's how I would probably do it. So super small, medium, and super big. So I can see it's not overextended from short term. It's a bit overextended from medium price terms. But overall, this is what I would consider a growth value. Oh, stop. It's okay, right? They can only go down to 0. Market is punishing me for buying see, Fizz, that's what happens. That's what happens. Thank you. They're like, see, you wasted all this money on the Peloton bike, and you could have used it for such great returns today. It is definitely a heavy red day, like for sure, like oh my god, I am definitely gonna go and eat my feelings away right now. So I mean, normally though, what ends up happening is sometimes the market is just so evil to us that when earnings come out today, they might just play nice and give us a bit of greens, and we might all get excited, even though overall it's still red. Kevin, what are your averages on your 10, 50, and 200? And I tend to look at the 3D, and they're all EMAs. Kevin, so 250. I'm pretty sure it's 10. Let me just double check for you. I'm double checking just for you. Oops. Oh, it's actually 20. And I'm using EMAs, and it's on 3-day. 3-day time. I think it's also based on closing prices. Precision note default. Never mind. Boom, boom, boom. I thought you said 200 square. Is square at 200? I don't know if you just made a prediction, a bold prediction, or I saw 200 square, but it's actually 250. But now I think you wished it into existence. We're going to get 200 on square because of you, Kevin. Thanks a lot. Market is tanking because of you. All right, guys. Is there any other stock you guys want to take a quick look? Jabiki, I hope you enjoyed the LRCX. So Pilot Poncho, unfortunately, right? See, something like that, I enjoy looking at companies' fundamentals. I don't enjoy really looking at the whole scheme of economy. That's just a whole different ballgame, Pilot Poncho, right? That's a whole different style of education, in my opinion. So I don't want to fake it like I know anything about that. I'm pretty sure there's other people about it. But in the long term of things, fundamentals is where it's at for long term investors, right? Interest rates are just like anything, like elections, they come and go. There might be a few years of high interest rates, a few years of low interest rates. But in the long term of things, fundamentals is what really drives that long term growth in companies. So short term stuff like that, Pilot, it's something I don't focus on. It might be an interesting topic to learn about right now, right? But how is it really, really going to affect it? Kim, I like how it's all red, like all red. I hope red is like your favorite color, Kim. Um, let's take a look at Finvis real quick. Let's take a look at that map. Like Pilot, for me, it's actually not all that red. It's just red for us over here, guys. We can see it's pretty green all over. This whole side, this is yo, this is funny. This whole side is like, yeah, we're doing fine right now. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I don't know. I don't know. I might do something today that it's not crazy. I have done it before, but there's companies that I own like Berkshire that I might sell out today and buy some of these. Just my style, right? Doesn't mean I'm gonna do that. It doesn't mean that's the smartest thing. But I know I have a Berkshire position. It might be green right now, but everything else just looks even better for me right now. So I might do that. I don't think I have anything else that I would really want to let go. Besides that, but that's probably the only thing. And if you guys ever want to know when I buy or sell stocks, join my Discord channel. It's free for free, and we have a lot of great investors. A lot of people share a lot of great information there. Let me actually get you guys the Discord channel so you guys can join. Um, and we can all just cry there together. It's also a nice emotional support for those that are taking a beating right now. So definitely go in there. But yeah, so I do think that's actually something I might do. I have Berkshire. I might sell off some of Berkshire and go into some other ones. Oh, stop. Yeah, this whole side, right? This whole side is green. I can't believe this is what's... Nvidia is still not that bad. I mean, it's 579. I wish Nvidia actually gives me better price target. Fortune, you want to take a look at ESA Holding. What's the... Man, ESA sounds like something Jar Jar Binks would say. So ESA Holdings, right? This is a super small company in South Africa. I'm pretty sure it... What is our currency to USD? Huh. Convert. Is this it? It says Brazilian, a currency. BIM, what to buy now? Fortune is South Africa, but it gives me... So I'm pretty sure this is, regardless, super small rand. Thank you, Pilot. Thank you, appreciate it. So it was how much? I want to see what the actual market cap is. 996 rands. So this is a super small company. This is a super small company. Freaking, what's your name? Fortune. I'm pretty sure it was Fortune. Yeah, so Fortune, right? This is a super small company, 6 million. I don't think I've ever invested in a company that small. Super small. So the first thing I am gonna say is this is gonna be a stock that has very huge volatility, right? I'm pretty sure we're gonna look here, and the volatility is going to be insane. Stock price. Another thing I can see is by just looking at the 1 day, this is a company that has very low volume. With low volume, it's very hard to trade. This is going to be something that's completely speculative. How does it have a dividend yield of 31.4% and a PE ratio of 5.46? Could be, that seems weird. That seems weird. Is it a lie? Is it the truth? What's happening here? There's very, very low volume there, though. I don't think there's much information, right? This is such a small company. There's no analyst really looking at this. Let's take a look at past information. They are profitable, 22.5% profit margins. Their price to sales ratio is pretty low. They made about $77 million revenue. Let's take a look at ownership. Individual insiders own most of this company. Philip John Green, who is the CTO, also 15%. I mean, who was it again? Fortune. I don't think there's anything I can really look at this company. It's such a small company. But with such a small micro cap like this is a sub micro cap company. Personally, I don't think I've ever invested in anything this small. This is something that's going to be very, very volatile. And if it's not very, very volatile, it's something that has very low volume, and it's going to be the spread between the bid and the ask are probably insane. And that's why you have days like this, right? You can see right here, there's barely any volume really happening. And that's why the stock happens. So this is something very, very tricky. For a beginner investor, stocks like this are not ones I ever would take a look at, just because there's so much unknown. Right, the low volume. This is why the stock price looks usually pretty flat from time to time, and then it looks like just big ups because the volume is probably dramatically due. What do they do? It seems ESA Holdings. There are holdings. I don't know. An investment holding company for network, internet, and security solutions companies, Duck. And guys, this is it for the day. I don't think I'm streaming tonight. No, I'm not streaming tonight. I'm streaming tomorrow. Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays are gonna be my night streams. But see you guys tomorrow. I am gonna be dropping some videos today though. So guys, thank you so much for the support. I really, really appreciate you guys. The streams are getting pretty big. I'm getting 38 today. I'm happy. So guys, have a good day. Everybody enjoy. If your stock market portfolio is making you look a little crazy right now, just turn your phone off. Don't really look at it. But take care, guys. Have a good night, and see you next time.